Hi, it's Miss Violet, and I'm going to be reading to you one of my favorite Christmas stories, Pete the Cat Saves Christmas. It's written by Eric Litwin and illustrated by James Dean, who is the creator of Pete the Cat. The story is one of my favorites because it has a cat. So we have a special guest that's going to be reading with me today. This is Barney. He's our cat. Um, he kind of looks like Pete the Cat, don't you think? So he loves Christmas and he's going to be laying here with me while I read. Before I start reading, though, I have to give a shout out to Mr. Drew, who let me borrow this awesome cat sweatshirt. Can you see that? It also has tacos on it. So for that reason, I'm going to dedicate this video to Lucy Powell, who is a girl after my own heart because she's a farm girl who loves animals and tacos as much as I do. 'Twas the day before Christmas, and Santa was ill in the cold winter wind. He had caught a bad chill. Will Christmas be canceled? Will it come to that? Never, cried Santa. Let's call Pete the cat. Santa asked Pete to deliver the toys to all the good girls and all the good boys. I'll do it, said Pete, and although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. Pete jumped in his minibus and started to roll. Road trip, he cried. First stop, the North Pole. The reindeer were waiting to give Pete a tow, so he packed up the presents and told them to go. Then the minibus flew just like in a movie. Pete the cat cried, this is totally groovy. I can do it, said Pete, and although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. As the children were sleeping all snug in their beds, Pete and his reindeer appeared overhead. Straight down the chimney, Pete flew in a dash, then back in his minibus, quick as a flash. Each time he delivered a holiday gift, he crossed off a name written on Santa's list. Santa's list was so big, and Pete felt so small. But at Christmas we give, so he gave it his all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. At the very last minute, they reached the last house. Pete dashed in and out, as quiet as a mouse. Then, right at the break of the new Christmas day, Pete and his reindeer were flying away. Back at the North Pole, old Santa was waiting. The elves and the townsfolk were all celebrating. Santa was dressed in his red coat and hat and cried, hip, hip, hooray for our friend Pete the cat. I did it, said Pete, and although I am small, in the spirit of Christmas, I gave it my all. Give it your all, give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all. This is one of my favorite stories, not only because it has a cat in the book, but because it has a wonderful message. So Barney says, and Miss Violet says too, to always be sure to give it your all. No matter how small you may be, you can make a big difference